My name is William Shackelford, and this is the Rural Democrat Radio. I guess we'll call it the Rural Democrat Radio. It sounds good. I don't know how long we'll be here doing this, but I've been encouraged to do more of these 10-minute rants. So we must remove Andrew Jackson from the Jefferson-Jackson dinner. The prestigious Democratic Party get-together has always been known as the Jefferson-Jackson dinner. Is it called Jefferson-Jackson Day dinner, or is it just Jefferson-Jackson dinner? I don't know. Maybe it's called both. But anyways, Jackson needs to be removed. Why? Because Andrew Jackson was the chief facilitator of the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears, and I guess you could say the term Trail of Tears, has caused, I guess you could say, a case of blindness. Because everybody hears Trail of Tears, but they don't think what the Trail of Tears was. Most Native Americans, especially in this part of the country, we call it the Great Removal. Andrew Jackson was absolutely 100% responsible. Log on to the Rural Democrat. That's the ruraldemocrat.typepad.com. And when the Cherokee went to the United States Supreme Court and argued against Jackson's encroachment, the United States Supreme Court agreed with the Cherokee. They agreed with the Cherokee, but President Jackson said something to the effect of, "Now, Mr. Justice, you have made your ruling. Now enforce it." Jackson called his bluff. The next thing you know, many thousands of Cherokee are walking the Trail of Tears. My own fifth great-grandfather, Eldridge Vaughn, was paid $292.50, I believe, to pack up and leave because he was a mixed-blood Cherokee. His wife was a mixed-blood Cherokee. He stayed. Didn't last too long. That's all I'll say about that. But why not? Let's remove Jackson from the Jefferson-Jackson dinner. Let's eradicate any memory of Andrew Jackson in regards to politics, in regards to holding some semblance of prestige and remembering Andrew Jackson in a way of a founding father. He should not be included. Andrew Jackson should not be thought of as a post-founding father, as a second-generation founding father. The great Indian fighter, the great Indian murderer, a murderer of children, a person who stole millions of acres of land. Why? Because they found gold in them thar hills. Let's take time out and talk about one of my passions, Indian rights. The Ridgetop Band of Shawnee and the Kentucky Native American Indian Council have fought for years for Indian rights. If you want to get involved in one of those two groups or both of those groups. If they need some help, volunteer your time. Visit www.ridgetopshawnee.com and www.knaic.com and find out how you can do more. We have no choice but to remove Andrew Jackson from the title of the Jefferson-Jackson dinner. He must be removed. But as we move on, we look at our state. Our state is in an economic crisis right now. And the more legislators and the more local officials I talk to, I realize that we are in we're in a hurt locker. The Louisville Courier-Journal yesterday published a story. This is another shot across his bow, because they stood in defiance, echoing the same thing that has been echoed by other Cole County legislators, other Cole County local officials. And that word, or I guess you could say that message that has been echoed by all, is you're not going to take our coal severance. They do not look at it as excess funds, as surplus funds. Coal's up. Well, coal is down now. So to be honest with you, once the LRC budget people get done, I would almost guarantee that money that Beshear wants is not going to be there. So, I believe Governor Beshear is just doing what he has to do. I don't think that he is intending to, I guess you could say, piss off 75 counties. I don't believe that. So anyways, I just do, truly, honestly, I don't believe that the General Assembly is going to give him the time of day. And not because it's the wrong thing to do. It's because it's became so politicized. When issues are pickled, as I call them, politicized, you have a hard time regaining any semblance of respectability with the issue. That's what's happened here with Governor Beshear. But I don't think we should blame Governor Beshear for everything. He has to make tough decisions, and I've said this over and over. I would not want to be in his shoes at this point in time. We close our rant out with this. We have a budget crisis in Kentucky. Should we support Governor Beshear's plan? Should we support Representative Rick Nielsen's plan? Should we support the new Republican tax overhaul plan that was published today? I haven't really read the thing. I don't know what it says, but can we regulate ourselves out of this mess? I don't know if we can. I think we're just going to have to bite the bitter apple, as I have said over and over and over, and we're just going to have to suck it up as a commonwealth until the economic situation gets better. So blaming Governor Beshear 100% across the board, to me, is an scapegoat. Yes, I said it, an scapegoat. Log on to the Rural Democrat. That's theruraldemocrat.typepad.com. So we must all work together, find some way to work together to work through this budget crisis, because it is a crisis. We are in a recession, damn near a depression. The Dow rallied yesterday. It went above 9,000 for the first time. I don't know when, but it went above 9,000. That's a good thing. Is it going to last? I don't know. So we all must work together and do what we have to do to make sure we get through this. But the fight has only begun. The session hasn't even began yet. And I have a funny feeling that this session is going to be clogged up with politics and nothing's going to get done. So what's the use of having a session? Maybe all the legislators, whom I respect most of the legislators I respect, but shouldn't maybe the legislators just say, hey, okay, let's not take our salary unless we get something done. If we don't have a budget, you don't get paid. Or is that just a little too extreme to even think about? I don't know. But when it comes down to it, we all must find a way to work together, or we are going to fail over and over. And I think all sides is guilty of not working together. But anyways, thank you for joining me today. My name is William Shackford. Goodbye. Log on to the Rural Democrat. That's theruraldemocrat.typepad.com.